What would you do if I said to you? Hand up and will come. What would you do if I sing out of tune? What's up, people? Salute, salute. I see you in the building. Salute. You got a long name. Say Rob. What's up, Rob? I gotta get this water in, man. I had a crazy run. Crazy run. I'm good. I'm good. How you doing? How you doing? We got an interesting topic today. People are pissed off at Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry had some words for women, and women are not having it. They are not having it. As you come in, Cousin Gary, what's up, man? So salute to the host, mods in the chat. Please hit that like button as you come in. Yes, hit that like button. Hit that like button. This is some good content. All right. Salute to everybody that's going to come in. Today's topic that I'll be covering is the Tyler Perry comments that he made. I'm going to get right into this. Fair use. Salute to all of the content creators. I'll make sure that I put their names in the comments below. So that way you guys can go check them out and subscribe to their channel. But fair use. Let's get this thing started. So again, Tyler Perry had some comments that he was talking to someone doing an interview about women and their expectations, where if they were too high and how they should bring them down or whatever case may be. And I don't want to paraphrase too much. I want you guys to hear exactly what he said.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job, and is a good man and is good to you, and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill, as long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've had the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then, that is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in, because that means, no, I need somebody to, who is, they need to make 5 times more, and I got to have, well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your list.
Go on, keep your list.
Talk about just someone to love you and support you. I know people who whose men can't touch.
Salute to the chat.
But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
Okay, so before we get into the content creator and her spiel on what Tyler Perry said, let me just say something real quick. I think it's always interesting when you have black men who at some point in time did something to pander or cater to women, especially black women. I think it's always interesting. I love to have my comments about Derrick Jackson, Tyler Perry, all this, but I think it's interesting because as soon as these same men that pandered to you at some point in time say something that requires common sense to kick in, or requires your standards to be reevaluated, for some reason it's, oh hell no, how dare you, we about to cancel your ass. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I find it amazing, and I find it amazingly funny, because it's like, as long as you tell me what I want to hear, I'll promote you. But the second you push back against me and you tell me something as if I need to be responsible for it, or I need to change up my mode of thinking, then now we have a problem. So I think it's very interesting that we have Tyler Perry, who has definitely been first of all, making a lot of money off of black people for a long time. But he's definitely had these movies where it promoted women empowerment. It promoted, I mean, he dressed up like a girl and he was giving advice to women. And it was like, we love you, we love you. But the second he says your standards, you may want something, but that don't mean you need it. And I'm gonna get into my little spiel or whatever. But I want you guys to hear Reva TV. I want you to hear her reaction to what Tyler Perry has said. Lovely, what's going on? RZA, what's going on? Salute to everybody in the chat. As you come in, please hit the like button. Don't be shy. So this is what Reva TV said in response to what Tyler Perry had to say.
So the unthinkable happened. Okay, Tyler Perry did an interview, and I did not even know it was possible for the sisterhood to be upset with somebody like Tyler Perry. But then I realized that the sisterhood can literally be mad at anybody as long as you're saying something that goes against, the narrative that they want to promote, or that they want to push, right? So Tyler Perry is just having a conversation. I'm not sure the beginning of this or, what he said after this. But in this portion of the interview, he was making it very clear that basically women are delusional. Okay? So for those of you who didn't hear correctly what Tyler was saying that a lot of women out there are very delusional. Okay? And they are expecting, they have this high level of expectancy from a man to provide, this luxurious or lavish lifestyle for them to be comfortable in. And most of the time, they put that, at the forefront.
Okay, as as Reva talks, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm seeing where she's coming from. I don't know how many people in the chat agree with her, but let me say this real quick. I noticed that when it comes to expectations for men and it comes to expectations for women, for some reason, people at an average level are setting the bar. And this is what I mean. You guys can disagree with me if you want to. Let's get the tough call. I'm about to piss somebody off. Let's get the conversation started, right? So I noticed that it's the people who lack a college degree, lack good credit, lack home ownership, lack a car to drive, lack a career, lack morals and standards and real values. These are the people that are setting the bar for what a real man is, what a real woman is. And it's always interesting to me because those are people that are the loudest. Because I think that anybody that's successful, you understand that when you're looking for a partner, because a relationship is a business. So when you're looking for a partner, you're looking for someone who can match your swag or match your fly, right? Or match your status. So it's always somebody. I notice that the people that are the loudest about what a man needs to have, it's always the man needs to have more than me. Like a man better have his home, a man better have this or X, Y, and Z. Now there are some guys out there that say, hey, a woman better have X, Y, and Z. But really I'm focusing on the women talking about the men right now, because I feel like what's going on with Tyler Perry at this particular point is unfair. And the reason why I feel like it's unfair, because I feel like at all these times where he's championed and said, hey, listen, men should do this, and women should carry themselves like this, and men should do X, Y, and Z. And it was always a standing ovation. But the minute that the narrative changed and put more of the onus on you to reevaluate your standards and morals and what someone should bring to the table, I think now it's people in an uproar. But you got to think about this. This man is a millionaire. So this sound advice is advice that he says some of his friends that are millionaires are using. You may not have all of the money that I have. However, you know what I'm saying? There is something about you, whether it's companionship, whether it's sex, whether it's advice, whatever it is, it's enough to make the balance. So I want you guys to hear more of what she had to say. And then we're going to go to another woman that was speaking totally opposite of the situation. I'm looking in the chat, y'all.
But let me just talk about something really quick. Okay? A lot of women are expecting this man to, and I know, just bear with me. A lot of women are expecting men to come into their life and to not only raise them, but to
Love,
right
what's
all
up?
the wrongs that have been done to them in their past, in their childhood, from their dad, from their mom, from them growing up in lack, them growing up with not having a certain amount of finances. Like, this man comes into a woman's life and he has the duty to fix, rearrange, perfect all the wrongs in this woman's life.
And that's a good point. I feel like this. I feel like there are things you want and there are things you need. If you meet a person and you want them to take you on dates, okay, cool. But you shouldn't need them to take you on dates. Stay with me. You might want them to pay your rent, but you shouldn't need them to pay your rent. Y'all like what I'm saying? Okay, hit the like button. You might want them to pay for your hair to get done and your nails to get done, right? But you shouldn't need them to pay for your hair to get done and your nails to get done. And I think the issue is that people that can't do for themselves want people to do for them. And I think that's the problem. That's the whole problem. That's the morsel of the conversation. It's normally the people that can't do for themselves that want others to do for them. And I think that's where the dating game has us messed up. Like, you have the sexy red female, and the Meg Thee Stallion. You have all of these females under this like promoting this. He needs to buy me this and buy me this and buy this, and that's great. That's great if you are in a position to do those things. But for average people, and I think that people need to kind of assess their situation and ask, well, are you a celebrity or are you an average person? Because if you're an average person, you might not want to be setting your sights on what the celebrities are doing, because you're gonna fail every time. You're gonna fail every time. If you can do things for yourself, the strain or the expectation of what somebody needs to do for you is now become more simplified. That means you meet a man and you expect him to say, I do expect you to take me on some dates. I do expect you to give me money from time to time to pay for my hair. Okay, cool. But the expectation is not all the time. Like, if you short a couple dollars here and there, okay, got it. But the expectation is not all the time. And a lot of times, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna poke it in there, right? Didi said it's all false advertisement. I got you. I hear you. Here's the issue. The issue is that, suppose you're dating that person and they're seeing other people. Should you then be required to make those payments as well? Well, here's your rent money. Here's your hair money. Here's your nail money. Here's your spending mall money. And I think it's so unrealistic to think that you meet a guy. Now, it's different if you want a companion, somebody to date, somebody to, you're dating with a purpose. You're dating on a mission. And it's like to find your love, to marry your husband. But if you just out there dating, why should the expectations be, well, you need to come out your pocket? Because if you already, it's something called self-care. I'm about to really get into hit the like button. I'm about to go in a little bit. I'm about to have some fun with this one, right? It's something called self-care. You should take care of your damn self. If you taking care of your damn self and that man is taking care of his damn self, when y'all meet together, guess what y'all worried about? Companionship. Let's Netflix and chill. Let's have a walk in the park. Hey, let's take a trip together. It shouldn't be about, well, line up your bills and let me start knocking out your bills for you. Well, you either you want a man or you want a sugar daddy. Either you want a man or you want a pimp. Either you want a man or you want a sponsor. I think what the issue is that you have people that have unrealistic expectations setting the tone for what real men and real women are. You know what I'm saying? It says, I give money out of consideration. Definitely. I mean, if you can help somebody and say, hey, I see you got a situation going on. Okay, cool. I'm saying coming in with the expectation that you better help me or else this shit is over. Like, I just don't think that the average person should be looking for anybody to come in and say, well, now you're responsible for getting my hair done. Now you're responsible for getting my hand and feet done. Like, what? Hold on, wait a minute, huh? Because the average person can't. I'm gonna share a story with you guys. I'm gonna share a story. Lovely says, you can have all the money in the world, but buying them things don't mean they like you. You're just finance for them. Yeah, money can't buy love. You're exactly right. Look at Steve Harvey. Look at Steve. Oh my, this is getting good. Look at Steve Harvey. Man, listen, I'm buying you cars. I'm buying you taking you on trips, clothes, getting your hair done, I'm doing all of these things, and you sleep with the cook. Look at Remy Ma with Papoose. Hey, you waited for me for 6 years, and now I'm out, and there is an allegation of me sleeping with somebody that works with me. So you got to ask yourself, and that's rich people shit. You got to ask yourself, what do you deserve at your level? Some of us are not honest at what level we're on in life, what our status is in life. And that's the problem. We don't know. You looking at Beyonce like, who gonna buy me a Bugatti? You can't even spell Bugatti. What are you talking about? Yes, lovely to cook. But listen, let me give y'all this thing. So I was dating this woman. Or whatever case to be. I met her at the grocery store, real cool, no kids. And just like real cool and down to earth. And I always used to wonder why, like she never invited me to her place. She always had to come back to my place or whatever case to be. And I'm like, okay, cool. So one day, we was having a conversation and she was saying, we were kind of, I don't know what show we was watching, but she got into this diatribe of what a real man is, right? A real man need to do this and a real man need to do that. And it was a little heated because she was just like snapping and rolling her finger. I was like, oh, get your finger, you almost hit me in the eye. Don't get your finger out of my face. A real man should do this and what ended up happening was one night after we went to a lounge, we ended up going back to her place. I don't know if she just had a moment of relapse or whatever case be, or really said, okay, the hell with it. We going back to my crib. So I went back to her crib. Now, the woman that expected men to pay for her hair, men to take her out, men to pay her bills, men to give her money to shop, this lady had... Because the picture just came back in my head. This lady had little to no furniture in her house. The living room had a love seat in it. The bed had the bedroom, the master bedroom had a twin bed in it. The bathroom didn't even have a shower. I don't even know what that was. I guess it was a shower curtain. Well, what I'm telling you is, how can your expectations be what you expect a man to bring to the table when you don't even have the table? You don't even have the foundation down. Not to mention you didn't have a car. So it's like it's unrealistic to say, now I want you to come in and save me. And that's the problem. Nobody's looking for struggle love. Nobody's looking for struggle love. You know what I'm saying? Not women and not men. And the issue is that a lot of people compare the now to when their grandfather and grandmama was coming up. I'm gonna be honest with you. If that's how you think, you're always gonna be left behind because the world has changed. The world has changed so much, and there's so many things that come with dating now, so many responsibilities that come with dating now. You can't expect the average person is living check to check. Now imagine the average person saying, I'm going to take my check and not only cover my bills, but cover your bills. Well, a lot of people are not dating on that level. A lot of people are not dating on that level. You meet somebody and it's like, okay, well, I got $50 to last me until the first. Well, they're probably not going to take you out for no steak dinner. Salute, Ryder Prophet. they're probably not going to take you out for no steak dinner. But let's get back to what Reba had to say.
And most of the women who need all of this fixing done, from their past and all these things, they expect to just, enjoy all the benefit as they sit down and twiddle their thumbs.
That's one thing too. I noticed that when you start talking about 50-50, like I heard someone say before, it ain't gonna be 50-50 because if it's gonna be 50-50, I'll get a roommate. Right? Here's the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are dealing with somebody who is not invested in the relationship, okay, you're always going to get the short end of the stick. Let me say that again. When you are dealing with a man or a woman who is not invested in the relationship, when I say invested, I'm talking about financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, socially. When they're not invested, if you say, okay, I'm in a relationship and I'm paying for everything, they don't got to pay for nothing. They could just kick back or whatever. Come here. That's why it's so easy to leave your ass. Because when they walk away, they saved all their money. So now they just got to go find somebody else that was doing what you was doing. You're the one heartbroken. I spent my entire check to get your hair done and your nails done. So, sucker, that's on you. Because you didn't have nobody like ToughLove to tell you if they're not invested, it's time for you to leave. If they're not invested, if I'm taking you out 2 to 3 times a week, 5 to 6 times a month, and they never say, "Hey, let me cook for you. Let me take you out." Then can I be honest with y'all? Let me be real with y'all. The issue is that most people want something for nothing. Most people want something for nothing. They want to be in a relationship. They want to be wined and dined. They want to be taken care of. They want you to support them. And the issue is that the requirement as for a man, see, a lot of people got these standards of what a man is, but a man should be able to lay down, this is what I'm looking for. A woman should be able to lay out, this is what I'm looking for. Now, if at the jump she says, look, I'm looking for somebody to pay all my bills. Cool. Got it. You said that up front. But the expectation later, 2-3 weeks later, it's like, oh, well, here's my car note. Here's my rent note. Hey, I'm at the mall. Send me $500. We don't have the right conversations. So the expectations are off. Let's get back to what she said. Salute to the chat. I see y'all.
What we like to call reciprocity.
I see you, DD Love. She said, I really want a man to love me old school. I can appreciate that Marvin Gaye, that hug me and dance and just really have a good time. And the issue is that, and I heard this before somewhere, I just don't remember, that we living in a society where it's like we want the title without the commitment. We want the support without the obligation to support. We want the love without the understanding. So we want things, but we don't want to give the foundation needed to build those things. We want a man, but we don't want to support the man. We want a woman, but we don't want to support the woman. So there's nothing to build off of. That's why it's so easy for someone to say every time they go out with you, their head is on us. You ever been out somewhere and you see a couple and it's 2 people and both of their faces are in the phone. I'm like, are they on a date or is this a business trip? Like, what is this? So there's no real connection. And then you wonder why when your woman or your man goes to work, they're so happy to go to work because there's someone there that's saying, wow, you look great today. They notice that, oh, you trimmed your beard, or, oh, is that a new hair color? Or is that a new dress, or those new shoes? Because there's consistency elsewhere in your relationship. And when I'm talking about the relationship, I'm talking about the relationship with everybody else except you. And a lot of times we don't take the time to even get that consistency or keep it up enough to really build a foundation. So I get the old school feel. I definitely get that old school feel. But let's stay with the new school because this is good. Y'all gotta listen to this.
And it also don't make no sense. I think it's so ironic that, there's so many women on the internet who talk about, they need a man who this, they need a man who that, he got to pay all the bills, he got to do this, he got to be at least this high, he got to at least this. But at the same time, ironically, y'all end up in situations that you turn around and you talk about, well, all men ain't this, all men ain't that. So even the men who fit your desires, so it can't possibly be you that's the problem. You can't possibly be the one that's wrong. Oh well, I'd rather be by myself than with somebody who can't pay all my bills for me. Okay, let's see if the math is mathing. You would rather pay 100% of all the bills than have to pay 50% of the bills that you already have to pay, and somebody else is helping you with the other 50%. So you would rather take on 100, or it has to be 100 or 0 with you, then you pay some and this person pays some and it's less of a burden for you. I don't get it. I don't get it. To me, it's very the funny thing is, right? The funny thing is that as many women who talk about this is the kind of man that they need and he got to pay all my bills and he got to be this and he got to be that, there are so many women who are in situations right now because they done got pregnant by Pookie.
Oh man, not Pookie. Again, this the content creator speaking right now is Riva TV. That's RIVAH TV. So you guys go check her out. Definitely a dope content creator. Didi Love says they need to stop watching Atlanta Housewives. I'm telling you right now, you can watch it all you want to. I'm just saying that there is a level, there's a lack of realization. You're meeting men in a place where these men live check to check. They might look like $1 million, but don't got $1 million to their name. Don't have a credit card to their name. Don't have good credit. Like they may look like $1 million. And the issue is that we put on this facade as where you look like you got money. You look like you got something going on. But the second shit hits the fan, now you're sporadic. You don't know what to do. And the issue is you got two people who don't have the know-how to function. On top of, and we didn't even get into like the emotional baggage that comes into a relationship from something else, right? We ain't even get to that part yet, but we will. Let me check. Some people have told me I need to watch they said Didi Love said they brainwashed. There's a lot of people brainwashed. And I'm not just going to put this on women. It's a lot of men brainwashed. Because they feel like all I have to do is provide her some weed and some alcohol and act like a rapper or a celebrity or the biggest drug dealer, and it's like they'll love me, they'll like me. And the issue is that, well, when you lead with money, they're going to expect you to use that money. I'm about to piss somebody off. That's the problem. The problem is that, well, when I met you, you act like you was balling. So now when I say, hey, let's fly to Vegas this weekend, you like, nah, I ain't trying to go now. I ain't trying to fly to Vegas. Hold on, bro. We just getting shots. You said you was that dude. So yeah, the reality TV shows, I think a lot of people are living vicariously through those reality TV shows because they're under this impression like, wow, you know what I'm saying? That could be my life. That's what's up. That could be my life. I want a man like that. So they go out. Okay, he wearing jeans like him. He wearing boots like him. He got his hair cut like him. Okay, he got glasses like him. He got a chain like him. Okay, got me a him. And then you find out that him ain't him. He ain't hitting on shit. He has no ambitions. He want to sit around and play the game system all day. The only place he show up at is at the club doing happy hour, where everybody knows your name. I'm just saying. You link up with this woman. Oh, she got a fatty. Whoa, look at them breasts. Okay. Lip gloss popping. Right? She look good. Okay. I see you got that waist. The waist is snatched. The waist is snatched. Right? The waist is snatched. Right? You looking good. You know all of the lingo from Atlanta Housewives. Okay, so you must be one of them. Okay. Then you get her, she has no ambition. Bad hygiene, bad attitude, a discontentment for life. So it's this facade. We don't know how to have the conversations to pull out the full potential. What do you have going on in your life before you come and bring that shit into mine? And that's the problem. People want you to not only fill your plate up, they want you to hold their plate while they walk around and keep that facade. Let's hear more of what she got to say.
And Pookie wasn't paying not one bill. Pookie wasn't buying you not one rose. So if we want to be real, a lot of these women are just talking based off of the other things that they hear other women say. They want to fit in. They want to fit. Oh yeah, that's what women are supposed to do. We supposed to have a man pay all our bills. Oh, okay, I need a man that's gonna pay all my bills. That's what a lot of women do. They hear it. It sounds good. Oh, that's the flow of womanhood, and that's how we all supposed to think. Okay, I'm gonna think like the multitude, and I feel the same way.
Didi Love says she had a man that loved her but wanted to be for the streets. Now she's in the streets. You know what's interesting about that statement? I've personally seen people who want a relationship but don't know how to stay out of the streets. Like they want that Netflix and chill and a nice wine and popcorn setting and great conversation and sex. But it's like, I'm missing something in the streets. I gotta be in the club. I gotta be where the lights at. And to be honest with you, you go home and shit, it might be a one night stand, but the issue is that you find yourself lonely after all that. You find yourself looking for the next high. And I notice that there's a lot of people, not just women, but there's a lot of people chasing that next high. Like they gotta be in the club. They gotta be seen. They gotta be like, let me put on this $10 dress that I got from Fashion Nova and let me run over here. Hey, let me put on this fake gold chain and let me run over here. And it's like, excuse me, it's like, I need to be seen, but I got all these issues that I need to be working on. I haven't healed from my last situation, but I need to be seen. And it's more important to be seen by strangers than to heal. It's more like you want to meet somebody broken, hoping they can fix you. Hoping they can love. Nobody wants struggle love, you knucklehead. That's what people want. They want you to struggle love them. Love my brokenness. Love my bad attitude. Love my lack of appreciation. I want you to love it. Yeah, I know you brought me flowers 5 minutes ago, but damn it, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? And that's just how it is.
If we're going to be really honest, if a man just gave you his attention, that would be enough for you. And that has been enough for many of you. And that's why a lot of you guys have children. If we're going to be real. Because somebody actually paid attention to you more than 10 minutes. Made you feel some type of...
Gary Brown. Hey, salute. Hey, cuz, you right. A broken person can't fix you. A broken person can't fix you. There's a lot of people walking around. Forget having a hole in their psyche. That hole is black, and they are devouring good people, good energy, good personality. Like they're devouring people. Like you with the good heart. Let me talk to you real quick. I'm glad you said that, brother. You with the good heart. I'm talking to you, not you. Move the fuck out of the way. Not you. You right there. You have a good heart. and your good heart says, I want to help this person, right? I see the potential in this person. Like you a great person. I can see your potential. And you try everything you can. You pour everything into a bottomless pit. You ever had those people that take and take and take, and you like, damn, at the end of the day, I don't really have the energy. Like, damn, I feel so drained. How many times have you been in a relationship and you get out the relationship, you feel so drained because you poured all your energy into the other person because the other person wasn't healed? What they did is they say you fake it until you make it. Well, what happened was they were able to keep on up the facade long enough to get into a situationship with you. What? They were able to keep up the facade long enough to get into a situationship with you. Had sex with you 3 or 4 times, complimented you 3 or 4 times. Hey, even might have made your sandwich 3 or 4 times. And the fact is that you were so in awe for the start of the honeymoon phase. Come on, everybody love that honeymoon phase, right? Everybody love that honeymoon phase. You were so like, I'm right here at the honeymoon phase. I'm right here and you didn't notice that the biggest, forget a red flag. You didn't notice the black flag. You didn't notice that. So now you're in a situation where you're pouring into a bottomless pit and you get out the relationship empty and depleted. So now instead of just having one broken person that's not healed, you got 2 broken people that's not healed. So this person is going to move on and do what they've been doing, whether it's a male or female. And now the person that's depleted because they didn't pour all of their goodness into that person, now they go and do the same shit this person started doing. So now it's just a recycled effect. A bunch of broken people. Oh, well, shit, I ain't gonna give her nothing. I ain't gonna do nothing. Hey, I'm not gonna compliment her because I did that with the last girl. Or I'm not gonna support his business, so I'm not gonna do because I did that with the last man. Something to think about.
Way, whether it was, intimately or whatever, and it had nothing to do with his finances. It only becomes, finances only become so important and on the forefront when you go.
Ross says, why is the man not paying his own mortgage? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I believe. Anything that surrounds your self-care, where you live at, what you drive, what you have to do, your self-maintenance is your responsibility. The second that you meet someone and you try to make your self-care someone else's responsibility, you're gonna end up losing. You're gonna end up losing in the long run because what's gonna happen is they're gonna meet someone where that's not required. They're going to meet someone who pays their own bills and they're not online saying, well, a real man would pay all the bills. Well, a real woman wouldn't need them to pay all the bills. A real woman would understand, like, I'm not going to stress out my husband and put all of the weight on my husband. And this is what's crazy. What's crazy is you want a real man to pay all the bills, but y'all don't got kids together. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what's the need for that person to say, oh, don't worry, you save your money, and I'm gonna spend all my money on everything that you want to be happy. Oh, I mean, we talk about simps all the time. We talk about suckers all the time. And we talk about pimps all the time. You're pimping that man. You're pimping that man. Now, if you want a pimp, say you want a pimp. If you want a sugar daddy, say you want a sugar daddy. Have the title correct when you come and you speak. Because a lot of people speak in terms that don't outline what a real man is. What it outlines is you're looking for sponsorship. You're looking for sponsorship. When you're in a club, get a shirt, say, I'm looking for sponsorship. Not a real man, looking for a sugar daddy. Not a real man, looking for a pimp. Not a real man. Gary say they pimping the simp. Just saying. Let's finish this.
Through all these situations, or I hate to say it, sometimes when you get ran through, when you left over baby mama, And then all of a sudden you have all this criteria because you think that this man is supposed to, not only emotionally right all the wrongs, but financially too. Because you...
Ooh, that's deep. Emotionally right all the wrongs. Let me tell you something, man. There are some damaged people out there. There are some damaged people out there. Damaged. Emotionally just damaged. Like let me tell you something. You can tell how healthy a person is when you have a disagreement with them and they're able to bounce back. Cause mentally they know that disagreement shouldn't last forever. Mentally they understand that you're not going to always agree. Mentally they understand that the significance between, hey, this is a person that I can trust, a person that showcase loyalty, a person that either I love or I like a lot. So they understand that they don't want the conflict to last. They want to do what they can to alleviate the conflict. And somebody that's emotionally damaged, remember earlier when I said good people pour in, they pour into that black hole. Well, this is what happens. Somebody that's emotionally damaged, they add more to the situation than needs to be. They won't allow the situation to heal. Now, we always throw out those words, toxic and narcissism and all. Now, you can add whatever words you wanted to, but I'm telling you right now, emotionally damaged people, unhealed people, instead of allowing a situation to be fixed, and so that way you guys can move accordingly, they're always going to add more to it. They're always going to move the goalposts on where you could be to actually get to a place of resolution. It's like, well, if you just apologize, so then you apologize, well, you should have apologized 2 weeks ago. So the goalpost is always going to move. That's because keeping you upset, keeping your stress level high, keeping anxiety on you, misery loves company. Let's get back to it.
You was with somebody, or you had a child with somebody who told you that they did not want the child. You thought you could change them, you could fix them. You end up a single mom. Now you need this new man to pay all your bills and take care of your child too. That's when finances are important. But it wasn't important when you had the first child. Can we be honest?
Why are we having babies with people we don't like? I'm about to piss somebody off. Why are we having... You know what's the thing that kills me? Is when people have children and like they go on these smear campaigns against their baby mamas and baby daddies. It's like, I don't like him, I don't like her. And it's like, well, now that the baby's here, who cares what you don't like? It's about the kid. Who gives a damn what you don't like? Hit that like button. Stop playing with me. Guys, who cares? It's about the kid. We don't give a damn if you don't like her hair. We don't give a damn you don't like his beard. Right now, it's about the kid until they are able to take care of themselves. And it's like we get into this back and forth, and really it's not a back and forth. If you're supporting a man downgrading his baby mama, or you're supporting a woman downgrading a baby daddy, shame on you. You should be given the advice. The problem is, first of all, broken people find other broken people. Hurt people find other hurt people. Jealous people find, it's like a beacon of light. I'm here. I hate everybody. Come on, this way. And that's the issue. You don't have healthy people around you because they'll say, I don't want to hear about your ex. I don't want to hear y'all don't get along. I don't want to hear you don't like her or like him. Raise your kid and shut the hell up. Handle your responsibilities, dad. Handle your responsibilities, mom. And you guys shouldn't be making it difficult for each other to parent or co-parent. That's just down the line how it is.
A lot of women follow the trends of what they are told to feel.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Exactly. When Derek Jackson told you, if he not a real man if he don't love your stretch marks, everybody was cheering. Everybody was excited. Stay with me. When Steve Harvey said, think like a man, Everybody was cheering. Everybody was excited. When Tyler Perry was getting on black men in those movies, everybody was cheering and everybody was excited. But the moment someone said, now you need to reassess your expectations because they're not as realistic as you think. Because you're not the it factor. That goes for men and women. Like a lot of times people are like, I'm the it, because you hang around a bunch of people who ain't got shit. You the it because you're the only one in your circle that got a car. Oh man, I'm about to hurt some feelings. Woo, I'm about to hurt some feelings. You the it because you're the only one that can get a VIP ticket to the club. Woo, Lord have mercy. Oh Lord. You the it because you got a 1-bedroom apartment and that's where all the parties at. I can't. Somebody stop me. I'm just saying. You the it person inside a circle of nonsense. That's why you the it person. You think because everybody know your name. Understand the thing about this. A bunch of people around you don't mean they solid. A bunch of people around you don't mean they're a support system. A bunch of people around you don't mean they love you. A bunch of people around you don't mean they're loyal to you. A bunch of people around you don't mean they respect you. People confuse bodies with substance. You want to say it again? Let me say it again. People confuse bodies with substance, with value. You can have 1 million people in the chat. That don't mean they agree with you. But I had 1 million people in my chat. But that don't mean your content had any message to it. Let's get back to it.
Feel this innately because they just have this inner knowing that, like, we have to be so traditional. He has to be traditional. I have to be traditional. No.
I appreciate that, Rada.
They follow what they are fed. It's so ironic that there's so many women who are successful. And there's a good portion of women who are successful. We can look at it in society, even in the music industry. There are women who are very successful who marry men who are not in their financial tax bracket because they understand the value of having a man, although they are selling you the dream that you don't need one, but they have one. Oh, you need a man that's going to pay all your bills, but they're paying the majority. They're supporting their household. Y'all not ready for that conversation.
I guess they're not ready for that conversation.
Y'all not ready.
Y'all not ready for that conversation. I'm just saying. Y'all ain't even hit the like button, so I know y'all not ready for the conversation. Just saying.
There is so much. You see, a lot of people stick on the portion of provision when it comes to men as just financial. Mm-hmm. There is so much that men provide that it goes beyond finance.
I'm going to stop that right there and I'm going to go on to the next, because I don't want this to be too long. But, again, that is RIVAH TV, Riva. I think I'm saying her name. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. But you guys go check her out. I thought that was a dope. It's about 15 more minutes of it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's enough to get a feel of where she's coming from. But I'm going to go to this other content creator now. And I want you to hear. That is not it. I want you to hear what she said in regards to her response to Tyler Perry. Let's get to it. I swear I had everything queued up, y'all. I had it queued up. I'm looking at this thing like this is my first time. It's my first time seeing it. I appreciate y'all coming in, hitting that like button. I appreciate it. I see it going up. Thank you. I am trying to locate my Here we go.
Y'all not.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. The next content creator that we're going to review or react to is called SimplyShandrell. Let me see if I can fast forward a little bit. Okay. So her viewpoints was a little bit different from the first content creator. So I thought it would be fair and actually balance out the conversation if you hear what she had to say. So I think that's only fair to keep the conversation balanced. So it's just not my point of view or this woman's point of view, and we just throw somebody else in the mix there. So we're going to listen to what she had to say or whatever case may be. I'm going to be reviewing the chat as we go along. Big Pressure. Big Pressure says, if a person don't understand the dynamic of a team, they ain't ready to win. You exactly right. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button for that. You exactly right. If you don't understand a team concept, you guys are on the same team. You're there to win. It's y'all against whoever. You understand what I'm saying? Your household, your cars, your children, your job, your career, whatever, you're traveling. It's a team effort. It's not a you kick back and lay back or whatever. Of course, there's going to be times where you say, hey, babe, I got it. Don't worry about it. She say, hey, babe, I got it. Don't worry about it. But it should be a collective, a united front. And the issue is that when you have people that say, I just want to be lazy and look cute. I just want to walk around, and a lot of times you have people that really want to look cute on your time. They want to look cute on your dime. Texas T says, not every man makes six or seven figures. Who taught them this? Society. YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that man should go out there and kill himself working. You know what's so funny about this is? Suppose you get a man that works 9 to 5 that pays all the bills and never home. Guess what that woman's going to do? Eventually. She's going to be lonely. Now the mailman, it becomes important. Now the guy at the gym becomes important. You understand what I'm saying? Now all of these things, these other things outside that's giving her the attention she wants. Now you're giving her the lifestyle. You're giving her the lifestyle she wants. But now all of these other things that you can't give her, which is consistency with being there. Because you're trying to work hard. But here's the thing. If both of you guys are saying, oh, we going to cut that time in half and work less. Or we're going to open up a business together. You're exactly right. You need to be unified. So we're going to get into this next content creator. SimplyShandrell. Shout out to her. I believe she's in Dallas. So salute to her.
Child, Tyler Perry had the internet in a chokehold this weekend, okay? Baby, a chokehold.
She got dreads. I like that.
Statements about right now in today's society, black women are making more than black men. And if the man can only pay the light bill and the woman takes care of the mortgage and she's fine with that, then that should be okay. So I want to know your thoughts, okay? Because what happens if you got to cook and clean and wash everything, smile and grin, and hand your man up in so he can write that check, paying all your bills. What happened to that, Tyler? What?
And she dead serious. What happened to that, Tyler? She said. What happened to you cook and clean, and he gonna pay all your bills? I'm gonna tell you right now. First of all, you better have a maid, or y'all better learn how to clean up after your goddamn self. Okay? The requirement for women to stay home, lay on their back, make sandwiches, run bath water, and fold and do laundry. A lot of women ain't into that. A lot of modern women are not into that. Hey, we'll get a maid and they'll come and do X, Y, and Z, yada, yada. I'm trying to travel. I'm trying to be outside. I'm trying to go have some fun. Salute. I'm trying to go do these things that's going to excite me and keep me interested in whatever it is that I want to do. And that's why I said a lot of people compare how their grandmother and grandfather were raised in a time to now. You couldn't just hop on a plane and go wherever. You know, it's a no-fly zone, especially for a lot of black people. But the fact of the matter is, it's like you got to be more realistic. But a lot of people are stuck in this thing where I want to find a man based on my status to do everything for me. And the realism of it is, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm about to piss somebody off. You might not even look that good. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. It's like, look, man, I don't want to break no hearts, man. I'm trying not to break no spirits right now. I'm trying not to break no spirits right now. So just in case, here's the thing. If you guys type certain things in the chat, it's automatically blocked. YouTube automatically blocks it. So, you know what I'm saying? If you automatically get blocked and you timed out for 24 hours, hey, that's on you. But keep everything respectful. Make sure that you respect my moderators. Make sure you respect the chat, period. Over here, we have the tough conversation. It's not about women bashing, men bashing, people bashing, gender bashing. It's none of that. What we do is we bring everything together and we collectively have a responsible conversation. And right now, today, the conversation is about Tyler Perry's comments about people lowering their standards or having realistic standards when it comes to dating. And I think that he was spot on. I think a lot of people that understand the significance of being in a relationship, being a part of a team, they understand exactly what he's saying. Hey, look, check this out. I'm getting 6 figures. You getting half of that. I'm gonna cover the mortgage and I'm gonna cover the cars. You cover the insurance and the gas bill and the light bill. Okay, cool. Do what works for your household. High five. High five. I ain't a preacher. I would say amen, but I know a lot of people ain't religious. But I'm gonna say high five. High five. Do what works for your household. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. The Joneses is about to file bankruptcy. They not happy. You think they happy. They look happy. Whoa, is that a new? They get a new car? That's the second one. What? And then you meet them going to the mailbox. Oh, we about to take a trip. Do me a favor, watch the house for me. Oh, shit, another trip? Sons of a bitch. But they not happy. You trying to keep up with somebody that's not happy? Hit the like button. God, what the fuck? You're trying to keep up with people that's not happy. Do what works for your household. Have a realistic conversation with the man or woman that you are with, saying this is what we need to do to win. This is what we need to do to move forward. I don't give a damn who said what at the job. I don't care who said what on TV, what song you heard, what YouTube channel you watch. None of that. Because in reality, a lot of people give you advice to do one or two things, okay? To push you or pull you. I'm gonna say that again. To push you or pull you. Pull you back from where you really need to be or push you forward to saying you don't need to be there no longer. This is one of those push you forward conversations. I want to push your ass forward, right? If you're in a situation where you're saying, I am weighing everything I hear online and I'm bringing it back to my partner and I'm dumping it on her. I'm dumping it on him. Well, is it realistic? Because a lot of times the information and the advice that you're bringing back to your partner, your significant other, right? The person you should be building with, is to circumvent y'all from healing. It's to circumvent y'all from getting to a resolution. What Derek Jackson said, if you don't love my stretch marks, you ain't no real man. Steve Harvey told me, act like a man. Think like a man. Whoa, Tyler Perry told me I got 3 movies to watch. Don't even worry. I can do bad all by myself. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. So now when the man says, hey, listen, I know what I said, but look, y'all need to get some realistic situations going on out there. Y'all need to get some realistic situations going on out there. So that way you ain't lonely at 60. You ain't eating soup in the dark with a cat by yourself. Come on, man. Huh? Gary says, don't care what your friends and family say, do. Hold on. Friends and families do what's best for you. This shit is moving fast. My apologies, Gary. Let me scroll back up. Hold on, brother. It says, don't care what your friends and family say, do what's best for you in your relationship. Exactly. Exactly. Let me let this play so y'all can hear it. It's only 8 minutes. Let me let this play. My apologies.
What happened to that? What happened to that, Tyler? You said all your bills. Not just the light bill. Not just the light bill. What happened to men getting out there and getting 2 and 4, 5 hustles?
2 and 4 and 5. 2 and 4 and 5 hustles. God damn. Well, listen, let me say, I'm the garbage man. I'm the pool man. I'm a Boy Scout. I'm a Jehovah's Witness. I work at McDonald's. Like, God, while I'm doing all of that, what you gonna be doing? Like, I just understand. I'm just trying to figure this out. What are you gonna be doing while I got all of these jobs? What are you gonna be doing as the woman? I'm just saying. What's your responsibilities here? What is your responsibilities, ma'am?
Just so that they can make
Monique, salute.
When has a man ever been okay? I'm talking about a real man. Being okay with his woman.
I'm talking about a real man. What is a real? Let me stop real quick, y'all. I'm slow walking this thing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, I need a big boom. Where's Jamil at? Somebody get Jamil, tell him ToughLove is live. Listen, I need a big boom. Y'all better not call that boy Big Boom. Why do we do this? So what is a real man? Somebody give me the definition of what a real man is. Please give me a real man. Please, somebody give me the definition of a real man. Because I think, you know, I think we under the impression that a real man, I think it's kind of delusional what we say a real. Texas T said a Superman. A Superman. Forget a real man, a Superman. Just saying, what is a real man? Somebody give me a definition of what a real man is. And I don't even want to go with the cliche of provider, protector, a leader, and a role model. We're going to take that out. I want a real definition. Somebody give me a real definition. Let me let this play while y'all getting y'all definitions. Ross says, a real man is a man that is realistic. Okay. All right. All right. A real man knows himself, worships God, and loves his family. Texas T said, I hate the term real man. You notice, I noticed, this is what I noticed. And I want you guys to tell me if you've noticed this. And this goes out to the other content creators. Hopefully they can sit down and do a reaction video to what I'm saying. You know what I noticed? I noticed that every single time someone talks about the opposite sex and they give these definitions for the opposite sex, they never break down what the sex they are should be doing. Like, they'll break down in detail what a real man is, but never break down what a real woman is. They'll break down in detail what a real woman is, but never break down in detail what a real man is. I notice it's always this lopsided conversation, and it's interesting that the responsibility is not equal. What you bring to the table, I should also have at the table. You bring your table, I bring my table, we move them tables together, and we build on them tables. We build from that foundation. Don't tell me bring my table and you ain't never had a table. The table you got, the legs broke. You ain't got no seats at your table. You ain't got no salt and pepper at your table. You ain't got no plates at your table. You ain't got no forks. You ain't got shit at the table that work good, that look good. The table is old and nasty. When the last time you cleaned this dirty ass table off? But then you want me to come, fix the table, clean the table, put shit on the table, bring more stuff daily to the table, and you sit back and watch Atlanta Housewives. I don't understand what a real man is. I don't get what hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit you with the holy. Don't let me hit you hit you with the Holy Ghost. Talking about a real man. Turn to Corinthians 3rd chapter, 13. What? Huh? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Come on, y'all. This conversation about a real man, y'all be going like way left. Well, let's get back to it.
Woman paying all the bills. And him just paying a light bill. Or whatever bill he could afford. I just don't agree with that. But if that's what that lady is okay with, then by all means, I'm going to let her run her household because it's her household. I'm going to let her run her household how she want to run her household. But if I'm going to be paying the majority of the bills, or all for that matter, I'm staying by myself.
Well, okay, get you a vibrator, some lubricant, some popcorn and some wine, and that'll be fine. But that when you need somebody to hug you, when you need somebody to tell you that you're pretty, when you need somebody to support you in your business, when you need somebody to pat you on the back, I'm just saying, a lot of people have this quick fix. Like we promote this quick fix, like, oh, well, I'll just be by myself. Here's the thing. They didn't say the man was useless. They just said the man didn't make as much money as you did. See, maybe it's just me. I'm gonna talk to y'all for a minute. Maybe it's just me. If I meet a woman and she says I'm going to school to be a doctor, hell, she at the very beginning of the doctor trail, right? I'm already a doctor, like, but she's just starting out. Can you imagine me saying, well, I can't deal with you because you can't cover my bills. I'll just go get me a sex doll. I'd rather live by myself. So, didn't say she can't pay no bills. Didn't say she wouldn't be supportive. She wouldn't be loving. She wouldn't be loyal. She wouldn't be trustworthy. She wouldn't be a good companion or a role model for your children if you have any children. So why lessen the man because he says, oh, well, I can cover the light bill. Okay, cool. Because before you was covering everything by your goddamn self. Don't worry the light bill on me. But before you was covering everything by yourself, right? Right? You wasn't living check to check before, right? So this is interesting to me because I'm telling you, I noticed most of the people that have these expectations for what men need to do, for what men need to be, they are barely making it. They're hanging it on by a thread. If one thing happened in their life, it's total chaos. I'm just being honest with you. I want to see some credit scores. I want to see some home ownership. I want to see some entrepreneurship, some business. I want to see if you got the clout you say you got. Because a lot of people be screaming and hollering, whoa, a real man would do X, Y, and Z, a real man. And then it's like, when you get to know them, they ain't got what they promoting that they want. That goes for men too. This is a unilateral situation. The fact of the matter is just that we're dealing with Tyler Perry saying, look, you might set the bar to 20, but you might want to bring that motherfucker to 19 or something. You might want to reassess this situation because you've been doing the same thing for years and it hasn't worked for you. Let's be real. It hasn't worked. You sat with your girlfriends at the same bar for years. Dealt with the same type of man for years, with the same expectations for years. So when a man comes, not just any man, Tyler Perry, hell, he dressed like a girl, think like a girl, act like a man. I'm just saying, when he comes and say, hey, baby girl, hey, queen, hey, woman, hey, Miss Sophistication, you might want to chill and reassess the situation. You get mad. You get upset. And then you start barking saying, I am looking for a real man. But what's your status? What status are you on? If you're average, looking for a man that's going to pay all your average bills, well, if he can buy you, he can buy someone else. Ladies, let me let y'all in for a little. Y'all don't need Derrick Jackson for this. Let me give y'all a little secret, right? Hit that like button. Stop playing with me. Stop being disrespectful, okay? If a man comes in your life and pays all your bills, he's going to cheat on you. If you don't invest anything but grabbing balls and holding penises and making sandwiches, I'm telling you right now, he's going to cheat on you. He is buying you, right? That is prostitution. You heard it from the horse's mouth. I want a man to pay all my bills. Well, prostitutes want them to pay all the bills too. Instead of you saying, hey, I'm meeting you at your level. I'm meeting you status to status. Imano, imano. Hey, look, I don't need you to come pay my bills. I don't need you to come pay for my hair. What I want someone that I can trust. I want someone that is going to be loyal to our situation, that's not going to put me in harm's way. I want somebody that's going to respect my time, respect my energy, respect my household, respect that I'm letting them in my life. I don't need you to come pay my bills. Well, shit, ain't that a real man? That's a real man, because that's a real man that's going to value you, because he don't need nothing from you. So are you telling me a real woman requirement for a real man is to pay all the bills? That's a real woman. Because obviously only a real man pays all the bills. And if you fall short of paying all the bills, can you imagine that? You know how many men that would hear some shit? If you don't pay all the bills, you ain't no real man. Can you imagine that? People who are struggling, living check to check, saying, well, you can't, if you won't pay all my bills, you can't pay all your bills. Did you just get a pass due? This is what we doing? What? Say what? Auntie, what's up, man? What's going on, man? Salute. Let me get back to this. Let me hear it. Only a couple more minutes.
What you here for? What are you here for? I don't understand. Somebody gonna have to help me understand. Y'all gonna drop down in the comment box below and let me know, because I can't seem to wrap my mind around what benefit are you to me.
If I don't pay all your bills, you ask the question I want to answer. I want to be real with you, okay? What benefit is there to having a man who is not paying all your bills? Companionship, conversation, love, intimacy, somebody to hold hands with and walk through the park, somebody to go out to dinner with, somebody to talk about your ambitions and bounce your perspective off. I'm just saying. Gary says, I will be a simp for 200, Alex. I'm just being real. It's like when you do that, you minimalize who you are and who you are as a person and your standards and your values. Like, if you're telling the thing about it is, at some point in time, everybody just doesn't wake up as an adult and say, I can pay all my bills. Like, you had to go apply for that job, had to get that education, you had to train, you had to do something. There was a process. And what kills me is that once you get to the top or mid-level of whatever it is you've gained, now all of a sudden you expect everybody else to be like that. No, go date on your level. Go date on your level. If you're driving in a car, you might not want to look at the bus stop then. You might not want to get the guy getting off the city bus. I can't knock you for that, right? I'm just saying that when you meet a man that has a higher status than you. And he says, well, if you're not on my status, I'm going to say you're beneath me. And people got to be careful when you say someone's beneath you, because there's going to always be someone that's higher than you. So you're beneath them. Versus what they say, you get more, I don't even think that's right. I don't even think I'm saying you get more flies with honey than you do with shit. I don't know if that's the right. I don't know, but I'm gonna say this. Can you imagine if a woman says, look, I don't need you to pay all my bills, but I do want you to help out? Versus a woman saying, you better pay all my bills or you're not a real man. Which woman you think is going to get more notoriety in regards to saying, that's the type of woman I want to bring around my kids? That's the type of woman I want to be in a relationship that's going to understand, hey, if I, for some reason, if I fall short this month, God forbid, when you make it all about money, you lessen the value of your relationship. When you make it all about money, you showcase that you are borderline narcissistic, borderline toxic, when it's all about money. Because we know that it's an easy come, easy go. You can be broke today, hit the lottery tomorrow. So these men that you are not valuing because they won't come and volunteer to pay your bills that you should be able to cover successfully by yourself. See, the thing about it is, it wouldn't even be a conversation if you could pay your bills. People talk different. When they can do things for themselves, they talk different. It's a different swag. It's a different twinkle in their eye. When they can do things for themselves, they move different. You understand what I'm saying? They move in different circles. Like they don't talk about things that don't concern them. So when you're saying, I want a man to pay my bills, well, if you can pay your own bills, why would you need a man to do that? Let's finish.
If the only thing that you can do is go half on a bill, and then the man said, Tyler Perry said, and then take me on a date every now and then. What? What?
Monique says, but men and women see relationships differently. If a woman sees you as a possible father, finances will always be a priority. Well, here's the issue. And that's a great comment, but the issue is that we're not talking about kids. We're not talking about kids. And then when we talk about kids, then it's a shared responsibility. It's an equal responsibility. It's a team responsibility. It's a 50-50 responsibility. Dad, here's the assignment. Mom, here's the assignment. But the end state is to make sure that child has everything that they need. But before that child even comes into existence, if you're saying you need to cover my rent, my hair, my car note, my spending money, like, no. Because those things that you're mentioning, 90% is called self-care. You're not going to take care of your car unless I pay for it. You're not going to take care of your rent unless I pay for it. You're not going to take care of your hair unless I pay for it. It sounds crazy. It sounds unrealistic. And these are women that are always going to find men that are not going to respect them. Because if I can easily buy you, let's just say I'm in a position that I can say, how much is it to pay all your bills a month? You say, oh, it's only $6,000 and I got it to spend. But not only am I paying $6,000 for you, I'm paying $6,000 for her. Guess what? She cook. She give back rubs. She makes sandwiches. She like football. So at the end of the day, who's going to get the short end of the stick? Well, some people would say, well, she's getting her rent paid. Well, here's the thing. She's going to get comfortable. She's going to get comfortable with that man doing for her. And what's going to happen is she's going to wake up one day and that man is going to stop dealing with her and see him walking down the aisle with the other female. So instead of trying to use him for money, You never got to know him. You never got to know his likes or dislikes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, because you were so busy trying to showcase to your friends, I got this man paying my bills. Well, there's no real connection then. And if you think someone's going to connect to you and love you like they did back in the day, right? And they're paying all your bills. Well, it's kind of like, if I pay all your bills, don't what I say go? That sounds like, where's Big Boom at? Where is Big Boom at? You looking for a pimp. You ain't looking for a man. You looking for a sponsor. You looking for a simp. You are not looking for a real man.
Like, no, Tyler. No. As a black man, I would be expecting you to be telling other black men that, hey, if we could only afford the light bill, then, we may need to get another job. We may need to pick another career option. We may need to hold off on having some children, because we got...
The black... Listen, I don't know if she's just rambling or not. Like, I mean, salute to her. I'm just saying. Like, when people talk, I listen. Like, I listen to understand. And the thing about it is, like, we may need to hold off on having some children. Yeah, we may need to hold off on having some kids. You're right. If you're saying that I don't make enough money, do you make enough money? Do you make enough money? I don't. If you only can afford to pay the light bill and she can cover all the rest of the expenses, the real question is, do you love this man? What does this man provide for you to make you say that this is the one? Because people who want to make it work, this is why I go back to what I said earlier. People who want to make it work, they make it work. You understand what I'm saying? They humble themselves. I'm not saying lower your standards all the way down. I'm saying if let's say he lacks the financial part, but he's a great father. He's a great mentor. He's a great leader. Sometimes the balances is off, and it takes the other person to help balance things out. But if you're already promoting, well, if he don't have X, Y, and Z, I don't want to deal with him. That's great. That's your prerogative. But Tyler Perry, who is a millionaire, is telling you that that might not be realistic. Let's get back to it. We're almost done.
Got bigger fish to fry, okay?
About to start OnlyFans?
I just don't really understand that thought process. Like,
she using my word. That's my thought.
Help me understand where you was coming from. And maybe that's just billionaire talk. Maybe his brain is all fried and died because he got money like that. So he like...
I don't think his brain is fried and died. I think that, again, when someone gives you something where it forces you as a woman to say, are my goals and standards and morals and how I think about relationships, is it realistic? And I think that when you have a billionaire who has been basically, I want to make sure my word choice is right, basically catering to black women his entire career in regards to the movies that he makes. You seen how bad black men look in those movies? And then when he says, hey, let's be realistic, let's have this realistic conversation. Now it's, Tyler Perry, you crazy. Tyler Perry, shut the hell up. Tyler Perry, maybe that's just billionaire talk. No, it's realistic. Because if a man knows his worth and a woman knows her worth, when they bring that together, it ain't about all that other stuff. It ain't about all that other stuff. Because he's taking care of him, she's taking care of her, so now y'all can take care of y'all. And however that looks, that works for your situation. Everybody's situation is different. So when women say, I don't understand why... The question is, are you successful with what you're doing by yourself? Do you have the credit? Do you have the status? Can you take care of your shit? Or are you living check to check? Are you barely making it? So now you require a man to be doing way better than you so he can pull you out of whatever rut you're in. Well, that's not a relationship. That's a hero. That's a savior. Ladies and gentlemen, be mindful that when you put men in a hero position, in a savior position, they're not looking at you as equals, right? This damsel in distress. Why are you in distress and demanding this how you need to help me or else? This how you better help me. If you the damsel in distress, shut the hell up and get the help. Don't tell me what all I gotta come paying if you couldn't cover it by yourself.
He can't relate. He can't relate. He just talking out the side of his neck. He can't relate. Because there's no way in heck that I would think that you would be okay with telling us women that we should pretty much settle just to have a man. To let him pay just, boy, if you don't get out my face with that bullshit.
And see, this is the problem that I feel like we overcompensate in conversations with facial expressions and like, if you don't get out my face with that bullshit. And I'm just like, well, why is it bullshit? Are you literally raising, let me ask the chat something real quick. Are you raising your sons up to go and find a woman to pay all her bills? Not the woman he's marrying, but just a woman he's met, he's dating, right? They ain't even that serious. They probably seeing other people. But is that the go-to? When I meet you, I am financially obligated to start paying everything for you. Is that what you are teaching your sons? I want to ask you guys that. Is that what you're teaching your sons? He's talking about women that make more money than a man. Now I understand why high value men don't want women with money or degrees. Sad. I'm waiting for somebody to say, that's what you teach your sons? Like you're raising your sons up and say, son, listen, you ain't a real man if you don't go pay all the bills. You ain't a real man if you don't pay all the bills. And then imagine you teaching your daughters, you ain't a real woman if he don't pay all your bills. You are not a real woman if he don't pay all your bills. To me, it sounds absurd. Ross says, no, that's not an obligation. That's a red flag. Content creators, I want you to hear this real quick. That's a red flag. Because nobody that can cover their own bills is screaming and yelling about what somebody else better come and do. I'm just saying. If you covering yours, I'm covering mine, and I throw you some money for the light bill, okay. Now, if we're living together, then of course the obligation goes up. If we're actually dating and we're saying it's just us, okay, of course the obligation may go up. Right? Because you may feel more comfortable saying, hey, I'm going to be short this month, so X, Y, and Z. Cool. That's kind of sort of another plateau of this conversation. But right now, we're just being realistic. If you feel that you need to be by yourself because you can't find a man to pay all your bills, and Tyler Perry says, well, maybe paying all your bills is not where you should be looking as an average woman. As an average man, maybe you should be happy that they can put something on the bill. We're not gonna act like Tyler Perry just got rich yesterday, right? He's been rich for a while, but the fact of the matter is, it's crazy to me how he can break down in his movies how black people respond in reference to societal norms and relationships and growing pains. But the second he tells you to be more realistic about your dating choices and options, now he's out of his damn mind. Now he don't understand women. And to me, as a man, just an onlooker, I just say that's unrealistic. I say it's unrealistic. I say that men need to understand that their value and know their worth. The same as women. But please stop acting as if your vagina means more than my penis. I'm bringing that to the table. You bring yours to the table. We can have some fun if you want. I'm just saying. Stop expecting and demanding me to do things for you, and you have no obligation or support to do those same things for me.
No, we are not doing any more struggle love. Because I know darn well y'all ain't telling the up that it's okay for them to settle for just any old thing. And as a man, if you don't see nothing wrong with what Tyler Perry's saying, y'all, it's crazy.
We crazy, y'all. I guess I'm saying that I'm crazy. But I'm not crazy. I forgot how I wanted to actually say that part or whatever case be, but that's when somebody says, well, if you don't see it my way, you crazy. No, that's not how that works. Sorry. Shandrell, I'm sorry. That's not how it works. Baby girl, that's not how it works. If I don't see it your way, we just have a different of opinion. But if what you do works for you, then it works for you. But the narrative that I'm going to send men and women is make sure you got your shit together. That way you're not requiring a man or a woman to come into your life and do nothing. They don't do nothing. You ain't even worry about them doing nothing. So you can go if you need to go. The door is that way. You understand what I'm saying? Versus having this requirement of when you come into my home, you need to pay for my home. Well, you don't live here. We ain't even exclusive. And these are the things that I feel like content creators, their conversation is not balanced. And when you stumble across their pages and you listen to their content, you like, so you really telling women that this gentleman is not a real man if he don't pay all the bills. But you won't mention the fact that, ask the real question, can you pay your own, not just say it. Not just make this proclamation, I pay all my bills. Well, you're supposed to. You a grown up. That's the adult shit to do. You ever see somebody take pride in, I pay all my bills? Who else supposed to pay them? They're your bills. What's your name on it? So priding yourself telling the world how you demand a real man to come pay your bills ain't a come up. It ain't a come up. It ain't a come up. I'm just being honest with you. And I don't care how many facial expressions, eye rolling, finger snapping we do and try to sister girl our way through the situation. The fact of the matter is you're looking at someone who says, bro, I'm just trying to use you for your money. And if for some reason you can't make that happen, I'm looking at your friend. Uh-oh. Right? we have a housewarming, right? I'm trying to figure out which one of your friends got it like that. Because you're not with me for me, you with me for my money. So you kind of, the fact of the matter is, somebody said it was a red flag. The fact of the matter is you're telling on yourself. You're sending this message out that I'm only concerned about one thing. And that's the only thing a man can provide for me is money. And when that man provides you the money, that's why it lacks respect. That's why it lacks loyalty, because he's buying you. Well, if I buy something, I own it. I can tell it what to do. I can treat it how I want. So you're not demanding respect. You're just demanding your bills get paid. You're not demanding loyalty. You just want your bills paid. You're not demanding him be faithful to your house and be a role model or a leader. You just want your bills paid. I'm just saying, that's what I'm hearing.
crazy. If, as a woman, if I'm taking care of the household and being the head of the household, because that's what I'm being. If I'm taking care of the mortgage and all of the other bills, and you only can put half of a half of a half on a light bill, then again, what are you here for?
You. He's there for you. You picked him. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, let me say something that's going to blow your mind. You start having sex and calling a man your man, and he was only able to provide half on the light bill. Whose fault is that? Is this goddamn mic? Whose fault is that? This is what shocks me about people when they act like something's happened brand new. They didn't know it was happening. You got into a relationship or a situationship where you found out that man is not financially stable or whatever the case may be, and you decided to pursue that relationship. Then when you get frustrated or you get upset, now you broke anyway. Well, I was broke 3 climaxes ago. I was broke when you was jumping up and down on this lightning rod. I was broke when your hair got stuck into the bed rail. You don't remember that? I was broke when you made me a fried spam sandwich. You don't remember? That's on you. You move a man into your house and he only can pay the light bill. Why he move in? How did he get through the door? Did he break in and move his shit in or what? Some people be telling on themselves. I'm just saying. Some people, and what be crazy about it, it be the people that be the most vocal about situations. Oh, a woman better do this. Oh, a man better do this. And they got the lowest, they have the lowest standard margin ever. Like who they actually deal with in real life is the Ray and Pookies. So all of this, oh yeah, if he can't do it. If she can't do it. Bro, what? Oh my God. You're dating a dude that couldn't get a job. You was dating a female that was doing fries at Burger King. But you're online talking about what a real man is, what a real woman is. I'm lost. I'm just saying I'm lost. I'm about to wrap this thing up, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Thanks for coming in, hitting this like button.
The light bill is high because of you. You at home. You at home. I'm at work. That stresses me out. Not only does it stress me out, I've seen women who have taking care of the household. I have seen women who have had a man in the home while they took care of the home and they've been disrespected. They've been abused. They've been misused. Like, it's a no for me. It is a no for me. It is a no for me. And as a man, I know that your ego is bruised. I know that you're going to cause some turmoil in this household. Because there's no way that you can be okay with your woman taking care of everything. Like there's,
you know how you could tell when people they speak from a place where you know it's like pain. She equated a man not being able to pay the light bill to abuse. Hold on, wait, stop, hold on. She equated. I appreciate that, Ryder. Thanks. I'm about to wrap this up. She equated a man not being able to pay all the bills and just a light bill to an abusive man. Some people I'm telling you, that's why you look at content creators and you be like, I wonder, is this a healed person? Like what it's just the wording and the verbiage that people use or whatever the case may be. Ladies and gentlemen, there are lots of good men, great, awesome men out there that won't come and pay all your bills. I'm sorry. 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 They might can't afford you to take you to a steak dinner. They might can cook you a steak. They might can't afford to take you to Brazil, but they can walk you through the park. They might can't afford to take you on a flight to wherever, but the fact of the matter is, hey, they can drive you, you know what I'm saying, to wherever. So it's give and take. It's give and take. And if you're just taking and you're not giving, you're always going to get the short end of the stick. You're always going to be that person, whether it's on social media, whether it's in the community, whether it's at the job, you're always going to be that bitter and talking about these men. There's no real men. No, there's no one that is willing to put up with the lack of realization that you have. Your standards are set to where you can't even achieve your standards, to where you have not achieved your standards. You can't provide or do what it is you want others to do for you. If you could pay all his bills, where is that woman at? Where is that woman at? Can you do that as a content creator? Can you do that as a woman? Can you pay all of that man's bills? What you're expecting, can you do? And I'm going to be honest with you. The women that can do that, they don't get into conversations like this because they know better. They know that finding a good man is valuable no matter how much money he makes. Finding a good woman is valuable no matter how much money she makes. So when you get people always talking about what money somebody should have, they ain't got no goddamn money. I'm about to piss. I'm just playing. Hey, peace out. I appreciate y'all being in there. Hit that like button, share this, get some content creators. I would love to see a reaction. I'll make sure I tag the content creators that I use their stuff or whatever. Fair use. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a blessed day. Till next time, adult up. Peace.